Hello everyone. So today, as of recording, is the first day of the 2021 Japan Tokyo Olympics. And I was so surprised to find that there is a JRPG hidden in the Google's homepage that goes along with the Olympics. Apparently, the game is called Doodle Champion Island Games. And spoilers alert, the game is about a cat named Lucky, which travels to an island to help out people by playing sport games. I have to say, I really like the ending of the game, because it's kind of breaking the fourth wall a little bit. You guys can see it. And how do I know all about the game before playing it, you ask? It's because this is the third time I'm playing the game. The first time I played it, I just played it to get a feeling of it. The second time, I played it for recording, but I found that there is no audio in all the recorded video. Thanks OBS. So yeah, third time's a charm. And by the way, all the commentaries are added when I'm editing the video. I did record a live commentary video on another game, but the result didn't come out as expected, so yeah, I still need to work on my commentary skill. I might still show you the video later, but for now, let's get into this game. And also, by the way, I'm playing this game with my PS4 controller, because I found that for most of the minigames, it's much easier to play on controller than using keyboards. So use the arrow key to walk, and press the space bar for actions. And on the map, if you press the space, you perform a roll, which is much faster than walking, so you will see me doing it all the time. I'm not doing it to speed run the game or anything, I'm just doing it to save time. So right above us to the north, we have the island itself, and to the south, we have our boat. And if you walk to our boat and try to leave, yeah, the game won't let you leave. Why would you leave the game as soon as getting into the game? So when you walk north, you'll be greeted with these two Caesars. I'm pretty sure they're called Caesars. And they're basically your guidance on this island. They will teach you to walk into the red gates to play the minigames. So this is the first game. Basically it's like a tutorial. So all you need to do is just bounce the ping pong ball back to the Caesars and score 3 points. That's all you need to do. Pretty straightforward. So I was pretty surprised that they patched in the game. So for the first 2 times I played the game, this ping pong minigame is actually not there. And when I talked to these two Caesars, they just told me, hey, you're stronger than you look. So I was like, how did I prove that I am strong? Just by talking to you guys? I'm just glad that they patched it in the game, so this whole thing is making more sense now. And this is where you can join a team. This game actually has a ranking system, and the first time I played the game, I joined the blue team. The second time, I joined the yellow team. But since I have already played the game, I know that green team is the underdog right now. And I think red and yellow are leading. They are toe to toe, and the third place is blue. And I always like to join the underdog. By the way, green is lacking quite a bit, by a lot. So this time I'm probably going to join the green team. So this is the main area of the game. As you can see, there are different sports branching out from the center of the area. So right now, we're just going to try the archery first. And this sign is just going to tell you archery is this way. And let's talk to this kappa. Alright, good talk. So this is the first minigame, archery. And each time when you get into the minigame, it will show you a short animation. And the rules are to hit the targets. Hit the targets to outscore the champion before the time runs out. Use arrow key to move. And use space to shoot. Easy enough. So basically all you need to do is to move left and right and to shoot the targets. The fence in the river also counts. It gives you 50 points. The targets will give you 100 points. If you shoot the dynamites like so, it will blow up the targets or defense around the dynamite. And if you hit like multiple things together like this, it will give you a multiplier. So all you want to do is just to hit the targets and defense as much as possible. And towards later part of the game, your arrow recharges faster and faster. The points does not deduct if you miss an arrow, so basically you can just spam arrow keys or spam arrows with space key. And that's it. I win. So each time you win a game, the champion will give you a scroll. And there is total 7 minigames in the game, which means there is total of 7 scrolls. This is totally not a reference to Dragon Ball. Totally not. So this is the dojo of this area, and in each area there is a dojo, and in the dojo you see the champion in the dojo. Let's just talk to all of these guys, cause why not? Some of them will just give you tips on how to beat the game. So besides the mini games, there is also quests throughout the island, which people will want you to help them. And for example, this guy wants us to collect like 5 blue arrows that is scattered all around. For example, this is one. Pick it up, thank you. And here's another one, right here. And since I have already played the game once, I know all the locations of the arrows. So that's the third one. The fourth one is at here. And the fifth one is actually at the area where we play the game. Like right here. And once we collected all 5 of the arrows, we can bring it back to finish the quests. But unlike other JRPGs, we don't get any rewards for the quests. It's just that. And here is another quest, and this guy says he shot his arrow to a place that is very high, which is on the top of the dojo. We'll be getting the arrow now. And this time it's a green arrow right here. So we bring the arrow back to him, and he will just tell us that, hey, I got another lucky arrow, and this one is just, yeah. And this is actually the end game, spoiler alert. And this place is just a store. We'll be using it for the later quests. And before I show you the last quest of the area, let's first walk into this house and talk to this guy. And he will just say, "Go away, I'm allergic to cats." Yeah, thanks dear friend. And this dog will say, oh, this dog actually tells us about the teleports that we can use. to fast travel. And this is the last quest of the area. Basically, this hedgehog will just say what's going on the outside world. It's so noisy, and he is just basically a shut-in. He doesn't want to get out of his house, and he wants to lock himself in. So we are going to get him a lock. So the locksmith is in the Oli Island, which is at the southeast area, and we're going to head there. And by the way, each time will be a champion will get a gold statue, which is pretty cool. So the red and blue Oni, the grand champion of rugby. Let's go. So before we finish the quest, let's first play the game. Okay, so the rules are to avoid obstacles and enemies, and to get the ball across the field. Arrow keys to move and spacebar to pass. Pretty straightforward. And actually we have 4 teammates, a total of 5 people for this game. And we also get power-ups like for this one, for the thunder, it just makes us run faster. And for the red, I actually do not really understand what does the red and blue orb do. But I think at least for the blue orb, oh, I actually lost here. But as what I was saying, for the blue orbs, it just protect you from the blue Onis. When I take the I got caught again. What am I doing? Focus, come on. So as I was saying, when I take the thunder, it takes away from the buff from the blue orb, and I got caught by the blue Oni for the first game. So yeah, you can actually use the obstacles to your advantage and to dodge the Onis. And the finish line is here. That's it. And we get the second scroll from the Oni. So first thing first, let's look for that locksmith, which is right here. Yes. And the locksmith is going to say, here, take these 500 locks. It's what they wanted. And I was like, okay. And here we can actually use the fast travel back to the hedgehog. And we hand them the 500 locks. And they just ask us to leave. Cool. And if we talk to them again and leave, they will just lock the door with their 500 locks. No one is getting in there ever. So now we just fast travel back to the Oni Island and finish other quests. And this quest is referred to a Japanese folklore, Momotaro. It's about the kid, which is born from a peach, and that's why he got his name, Momotaro. Momo is the peach. Momo means peach in Japanese. And when when Momotaro grows up, he brings his friends, which is a rabbit, a monkey, and the last one I think is a parrot. He brings all 3 of his friends to the Oni Island and kills all the Onis, which I say is pretty fitting in this game. Here you can see his 3 friends trying to look for Momotaro, which is in another new area. But before we visit the area, let's talk to everyone in the dojo. And by the way, here I found that the game is very similar to Undertale. So I wonder if Toby Fox actually participated in the development of this game. So don't worry guys, I'll bring Momotaro back to you. Let's go. So Momotaro is actually in an area that is for climbing, which is up in the north here. And that is a peach here. So if we follow the peach, we're gonna find Momotaro like right here with his parents. It turns out Momotaro is just back from the battlefield or the Oni Island to visit his parents. And by talking to the parents of Momotaro, you get a very brief summary of the beginning of the folklore. So since we are in the area, we're gonna play the minigame first, which is climbing. Okay, so the rules are to climb to the top as fast as you can and to avoid obstacles. Use direction keys to move and use spacebar to jump. And this actually is a minigame that is very favorable if you use controller. And that's it. Very easy. This boat is very funny here. It says, "No one is stronger than Team Blue. No one!" But the leaderboard says otherwise. And this quote is going to tell you, in addition to the basic minigame, you can still find other harder versions of the games. So here comes the first quest of this area. Basically, this little girl just wants the super modern girl to babysit her. I have no idea why she wants that, but if that's what she wants, that's what she gets. So we'll try to look for the super modern girl. Kappa! Good talk, man. Good talk. So this turtle is actually related to a later quest. So we'll come back to her later. And this is the super mountain girl, so we'll talk to her and bring her back to the kid. And this is the climbing dojo. Let's talk to everyone in the dojo. I'm scared of heights, but you're a bird. So let's go to the right side of the area, and you see that the upper area is blocked by the ice, and we want to melt the ice to create a path. And the rabbit tells us we need a fire arrow, which we can buy from the archery area in the shop. So we'll go back to the shop, and in the shop, the shopkeeper tells us in order to make the fire arrow, we need hot lava, which we can get from the Oni Island. And now we can fast travel to the Oni Island and bring the lava back to the shopkeeper. Once we are back to the shopkeeper will give us the fire arrow as she promised. So we take the fire arrow back to the rabbit, and boom! There goes the snowball. So with the snowball out of the way, we can actually go to the upper area. And this is actually the harder version of the rock climbing. As you can see, this time the mountain is a lot higher than the last time. And when I first played this game, I didn't know that if you hold the space bar, the space key, you can jump higher. I didn't explain that first time, but as you can see, the lanterns are actually the checkpoints. So if you die, you can respawn at the lanterns. And you can just keep a few lanterns, and that's it. Since we finished everything in this area, let's go to a new area then. Before we visit a new area, I actually want to check out the trophy room here. So basically, this trophy room just shows you how many quests have you done and how many more to go. You get one trophy for each finished quest. But nonetheless, let's go to the next area, which is the artistic streaming. And as always, let's play the minigame first. So this is just a rhythm game, similar to Oz, which I should be pretty good at. I say as I miss the first note. Good start. So besides the first note, I don't think I missed any other notes. I still did okay. I don't think that's terrible. So this is Team Green's headquarters. So because we are a member of Team Green, we can actually go in here. There is not much in the headquarters. These guys are just going to tell you some more tips on the games, and that's it. Wait, why can't I talk to you? Huh. Okay, well. So this is the first quest of the area. I feel like this quest is also referring to some kind of Japanese folklore, but I just don't know about it. Maybe it's related to the Ryugujo, because clearly you can see in a second there is an undersea palace, but I'm just not too familiar with the story of the Ryugujo. And this is the son of the ghost lady. The ghost lady just want to deliver this letter to her son. That's it. Now this is the harder version of the reading game, so let's check it out. pretty nice song, and I think I full comboed it. Actually, I have been playing this game for a good half hour, so I will be leaving this video here, and I will see you all in the next video.